know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here.
It's 2011. The Seattle Seahawks are trailing the New Orleans Saints, and the clock is ticking down in a playoff game. The Seahawks need something miraculous, something that'll go down in history. Suddenly, Marshawn Lynch gets the ball. What happens next is so insane. The city of Seattle literally registers a seismic earthquake. That's right, Beast Mode was in full force that night, and that legendary run became one of the most iconic moments in NFL history. But that's just one chapter in the incredible story of Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Terrell Lynch was born on April 22, 1986 in Oakland, California, a city known for its toughness and grit, just like Lynch. Marshawn's upbringing wasn't easy. Raised by a single mom, Delisa Lynch, who worked multiple jobs to support her kids, Marshawn learned early on the value of hard work. In fact, Delisa was an athlete herself, setting a 200-meter track record at Oakland Technical High School, the very same high school Marshawn would later attend. But life in Oakland was far from perfect. Growing up in a rough neighborhood exposed Marshawn to challenges that could have derailed his future, but instead of falling into trouble, he funneled his energy into sports. And let's just say, Marshawn didn't waste any time becoming a star. By the time he was in high school, he was dominating on the football field as a running back for Oakland Tech. Marshawn had speed, power, and a style of play that made defenders regret trying to tackle him. You could say that Beast Mode was already in development. After high school, it was time for Marshawn to take his talents to the next level, and he did just that by committing to the University of California, Berkeley, aka Cal. From 2004 to 2006, Lynch tore it up for the Golden Bears, and that's where the world started to really take notice. Not only was Marshawn putting up ridiculous numbers, but he was also showing off his quirky personality. Remember the time he drove a golf cart around the field after a win? Yeah, that happened at Cal. On the field, though, Lynch was no joke. He rushed for over 3,200 yards during his college career, and in 2006, he became the Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year. His rare combination of size, speed, and pure determination made him one of the most sought-after prospects in the NFL draft. In 2007, the Buffalo Bills selected Marshawn Lynch with the 12th overall pick in the NFL draft, and from the jump, he didn't disappoint. He had over 1,100 rushing yards in his rookie season and instantly became a fan favorite with his bruising, never-say-die running style. He earned the nickname Beast Mode for a reason once Lynch got going. He was like a freight train, and defenders were nothing more than obstacles in his path. But as great as things looked on the field, off the field, Lynch's time in Buffalo wasn't always smooth sailing. There were a few legal issues, and it seemed like Lynch might not be living up to his full potential. By 2010, the Bills decided it was time to trade Lynch, and he landed in Seattle with the Seahawks. This is where things get legendary. Marshawn Lynch's time in Seattle cemented him as an NFL icon. In his very first season with the Seahawks, he delivered what is now known as the Beast Quake. The 67-yard touchdown run during the NFC wildcard game against the New Orleans Saints wasn't just a highlight, it was a seismic event, literally. Fans in Seattle went so wild the ground shook, and the play became a symbol of Marshawn's relentless, never-back-down style of play. Lynch was unstoppable during his time in Seattle, leading the team to 4 Pro Bowl selections, and most importantly, helping the Seahawks to their first ever Super Bowl win in 2014. In Super Bowl 48, the Seahawks absolutely demolished the Denver Broncos 43-8. And while Lynch didn't put up monster stats in the game, his presence and leadership were undeniable. And then, of course, there was that Super Bowl the next year, Super Bowl 49 against the New England Patriots. Seattle was just 1 yard away from winning back-to-back titles, and everyone expected Lynch to get the ball and punch it into the end zone. But, well, let's just say the Seahawks opted to pass, and we all know how that turned out. Let's be real, Marshawn Lynch's off-field persona is just as iconic as his on-field performances. This is a guy who never tried to fit into the cookie-cutter mold of an NFL star. He was unapologetically himself, and that's what made him so beloved. Lynch famously had a complicated relationship with the media, leading to one of his most legendary lines.
I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. That phrase became instantly meme-worthy, showing that even when he wasn't speaking, he was still making a statement. Marshawn didn't love the spotlight, but when he did talk, it was pure gold. Whether it was his love for Skittles, he'd snack on them during games, or his hilarious interviews, Lynch's personality always shone through. He had a way of connecting with people without even trying. And while some athletes are obsessed with the limelight, Marshawn preferred to let his game do the talking. In 2015, after another season of running through defenses, Marshawn Lynch shocked the world by announcing his retirement during the Super Bowl. In classic Marshawn fashion, he didn't hold a press conference or make a big deal about it. Nope, he simply tweeted a picture of his cleats hanging up, signaling the end of an era, or so we thought, because Marshawn couldn't stay away from the game for long. In 2017, he came out of retirement to play for his hometown team, the Oakland Raiders. If there's one thing that could get Marshawn back on the field, it was the chance to play for Oakland, the place that made him who he was. Though he wasn't quite the beast mode of old, he still had flashes of brilliance, and his presence in Oakland was bigger than football. He represented the city, the culture, and everything that made Oakland well, Oakland. By 2019, Marshawn retired again, though he made one final surprise comeback with the Seahawks at the end of the 2019 season, helping the team during a playoff push. It was like watching a superhero return for one last mission. While Marshawn's football career is one for the ages, his post-football life is just as impressive. Lynch is a savvy businessman, with ventures ranging from his Beast Mode apparel line to investments in the cannabis industry. But it's not all about making money for Marshawn. He's deeply committed to giving back to the community that raised him. Through his Fam First Family Foundation, Lynch works to provide educational opportunities and resources for underprivileged youth in Oakland. He's never forgotten where he came from, and that's what makes Marshawn Lynch such a beloved figure both on and off the field. So, what's the legacy of Marshawn Lynch? For starters, he changed the way we think about running backs. In a league that was moving toward flashy, pass-first offenses, Lynch was a throwback, a bruising, downhill runner who could carry an entire team on his back. But more than that, Lynch embodied the idea of being yourself, no matter what anyone else thinks. He wasn't the typical NFL superstar, and that's exactly why people loved him. From his absurdly powerful runs to his hilarious interviews, Marshawn Lynch gave the football world something we'd never seen before, a true original. And while his playing days may be behind him, the legend of Beast Mode will live on forever in NFL lore. Whether it's the Beast Quake, his time with the Seahawks, or his larger-than-life personality, Marshawn Lynch's story is one that football fans will be telling for generations. And there you have it, folks. The story of Marshawn Lynch, a man who embodied everything we love about football: toughness, unpredictability, humor, and a heart of gold. Whether you were a fan of his on the field or off it, there's no denying that Marshawn Lynch's impact on the game and on the culture was absolutely seismic. Always stay in Beast Mode, and don't forget the Skittles. If you loved hearing about the legendary Marshawn Lynch and his incredible journey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more epic football stories. Drop a comment below with your favorite Beast Mode moment, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and as always, keep it in Beast Mode.